Last time, we took a look at the 135th scale Imperial Japanese Army tank commander and 4 infantry tank riders in their assembled in gray resin status. There were some small bubbles, which were easily filled and sealed. And here they are after painting. I was able to bend some of the parts back to straight using hot water and some gentle persuasion, but the dude standing with the bayoneted rifle wasn't coming back to straight, so I may end up just cutting the bayonet off. Using several online sources, I got some conflicting information on actual uniform colors, from tan to tan greens to tan browns to fully on green to various shades of brown from light to dark. Anyhow, here's a picture of my wet palette colors as I started blending and mixing the various browns, greens, tans, and ochres, as well as some gray and off-white to get some tonal variation in the various bits of kit that the infantry carries. Everybody got a primer color of light gray, and I started with the skin tone using Vallejo's medium skin, which gives a nice yellowish tan look. So what I decided to do was just use straight khaki on the tank commander's overalls and brown leather for his belts and other leather straps. His cap and his goggles were also painted with leather. The goggles themselves were painted with white and pale blue to kind of give a glass-like look. For the infantry, I started with a British North African Campaign Air Force camouflage brown color that they called Middlestone, which is a light brown with a green hue to it. Over the gray primer, that brown and the khaki ended up looking very, very close, but it did give me a slight difference. The helmets were painted in a brown violet, which is a German Luftwaffe camo color, and it made for a nice brown IJA helmet color, which that was about the only piece of information from all the different websites I looked at that they agreed on, is that the helmet should be brown. After all the base coating was completed, everybody got a wash of strong tone. I like using washes to bring a harmonious filter to all the colors and to deepen the recesses and shadowed areas. Any bare metal bits were painted gunmetal and washed with a dark tone color. Highlights were pulled back with a very light application of the original color. When I put them in a diorama with a vehicle, it's kind of the vehicle that's the show, not the figures. And here we have the gang of soldiers arrayed around the prime tank is where I think they'll end up sitting. Do note that I got that yellow striping already over the primer coat. I think they look pretty good sitting on this nearly 50-year-old model. Anyhow, keep an eye out for the final video where we paint and weather the tank and build a diorama base.